Today, I will be using a full team of Pokemon based on characters from Angry Birds. Special thanks to Joker Tropical for the team idea. If you have an idea for a Pokemon team, be sure to comment below, and I will use it. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And now, without further ado, let's get right into the battles. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, lovely people. Today I am using an Angry Birds team. Oh my goodness, this team was torture. To give you an idea of what this team is, it was essentially 5 flying types, 5 birds, and a pig. It was so terrible. I had so many just absolute wipes on my part. Like, the less that I talk about Archaladon, like that Pokemon countered my entire team, the better. So I have 2 really good battles to showcase, and this battle in particular was truly something. So I have this Toucannon here. This is a specially defensive Toucannon. Now on the set I had Roost, I had Beak Blast, U-Turn, and Tailwind. Now Tailwind was it was a very important part of this team, mainly because a lot of my Pokemon weren't exactly like fast. Like the fastest Pokemon that I had on this team was Talonflame and this Zapdos, but I'm running Modest Nature on this Zapdos because I'm running an Agility Weakness Policy Zapdos on this team. By the way, I know that the Angry Birds have like names, but I just decided to name them like Yellow Bird and everything just because. So I actually don't have a reason. I just named them that. What creative nicknames? So I'm gonna go for the Heat Wave here. I'm running Max Special Attack. This is an offensive Zapdos. I have Agility, Hurricane, Heat Wave, and Thunderbolt on this with Terra Electric and Weakness Policy. So the Shadow Ball does a lot of damage from the Goldengo, but thankfully I live it, so I'm gonna be able to take it out with the Thunderbolt this turn. Like I said, this team was really weak to like Stealth Rock. Like that completely destroyed me. And I wasn't running like heavy duty boots on my Talonflame. I was running boots on another Pokemon on this team. So in comes the Fluttermane. Fluttermane is a Pokemon that had 0 switch-ins too, so I was like, well, there goes my Zapdos. I really couldn't switch into that Pokemon. So I was like, well, I do have my specially defensive Toucannon here, and I'm running Terra Steel on this. So I'm gonna Terastallize into the Steel type, and I'm gonna resist the Moonblast. Judging from how they didn't have a booster energy, I was more than likely thinking that this Pokemon was choiced in some way, maybe like Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. So I'm gonna go for that Beak Blast. The good thing about Beak Blast is that when a Pokemon makes a contacting move versus you, they get burned. So it's a really good way to deter physical attacking Pokemon. And I'm running a max special defense for all the special attacking Pokemon. Beak Blast gets so close to taking out the Fluttermane, but unfortunately it just barely lives, just because I'm not running any attack investment on this. So Fluttermane is going to continuously Moonblast versus me. I'm just going to go for the Roost on this turn. They get a special attack drop, but I'm just going to go for the Roost this turn. So I was like, well, I should be able to take out the Fluttermane next turn. After my leftovers recovery, I will be nearly at full health. So I should be fine to deal with this Fluttermane. Toucannon 1v1ing Fluttermane is funny. So I'm going to go for that Beak Blast again just to take it out. I wasn't actually confident that U-Turn would be enough to take out the Fluttermane. So thankfully I'm just able to tank that Moonblast and go for the Beak Blast and take out the Fluttermane. It's a good thing that Beak Blast still works because there's definitely some moves like Shell Trap that like they fail if you're not even attacked. So thankfully Beak Blast still works even if they don't use a contacting move versus me. So this part of the battle was absolutely insane. So in comes the Roaring Moon. I was like, okay, well, this Pokemon might have Earthquake. It might Dragon Dance on me, considering that I only have a Beak Blast versus it. So I'm going to bring in Lechonk. Lechonk, the pig representative. This is crazy. I dodged Scale Shot. That was so lucky. Oh my gosh. So the Roaring Moon is going to go for the Scale Shot. I was like, okay, maybe it's Loaded Dice Scale Shot. I'm running a max defense Lechonk on this team. I'm just taking these Scale Shots. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Now I'm running an Endeavor Sun on this. But I also have Play Rough as my attacking move on this Pokemon, like just as an attacking move. I'll go over why I have that in a second. So I'm gonna go for that Play Rough, and Play Rough just smokes Roaring Moon. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to take it out in 4 times resist and the -1 defense. Oh my goodness, this is Lechonk. So this is crazy. So Iron Bundle comes in. I was like, wow, my goodness, Iron Bundle is gonna absolutely like destroy this team because I have so many Pokemon weak to ice and everything, but then they cancel the battle. Oh my gosh, the Lechonk caused a cancel. I can't believe that. That's actually crazy. In a past video, I did say that I wasn't going to include like rage quits or like those disconnection type of battles, but like you have to give me the excuse for that one because that was a Lechonk causing that. That's actually crazy. I didn't think that you know, I didn't think I had a secure win from there because Iron Bundle was a really big problem. Like, I had outs for it, but it was still going to be very close. Like, they had Ogrepod, Hearthflame in the back and everything. That was an insane battle. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. The reason, so let me actually go over this Lechonk set. Well, this Don Dozo's wave crashing me. So this is a max defense Lechonk. I have Yawn, Substitute, Endeavor, and Play Rough on this with Terra Fairy. So I'm going to go for that Endeavor, and that Dozo is going to be on such a low amount of health. It's good to get this Pokemon on a low amount of health just because it has so much HP in bulk. Now, that Lechonk set was actually a set run by Amel. It's the exact set with the exact same EV, so I'm actually hyped that it actually put in a work and like eliminated another Roaring Moon. Joey, if you're watching this, show this to Amel, please. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it. So, this is my Talonflame. This is actually the first time in these Steam Team videos where I haven't actually showed the full team. So now you're going to see this Talonflame. Oh my gosh, Arcanine is going to come in. This Pokemon could easily click Head Smash versus my entire team. So I'm running a Terra Blast Ground on this Talonflame. I have a Swords Dance Talonflame. I have Temper Flare Dual Weak Beat because I didn't want to take recoil damage from like Brave Bird in case I needed the Gale Wings. And I have Terra Blast Ground, which absolutely destroys Arcanine. This is great. That was such a good KO to get. Especially since Arcanine could just click Head Smash on my entire team and just KO everything. So in comes the Electivire. Electivire is going to Terrasilize, and I was like, okay, they're definitely going to be Terra Flying, aren't they? And they are Terra Flying. I was like, dang. I actually went for the Terra Blast Ground on this turn. So that's obviously not going to do much of anything. And this Electivire is going to be a threat, obviously, because they have electric moves that they can click versus my entire team. And they also have Ice Punch for my Zapdos. So I needed to find a way around this Pokemon, especially since they just got a Trailblaze up. Oh my gosh. So there goes my Talonflame. Man, like that was in hindsight, I probably should have clicked Temper Flare, but I still probably wasn't going to be taking it out anyway because I didn't actually get a Swords Dance boost. So into my Toucannon here. So this is the prime opportunity for me to go for that Beak Blast and burn this Pokemon because it was such a big problem for this team. So yeah, I'm just gonna get taken out by the crit on Super Wild Charge, not Supercell Slam. That's not what it went for. That move was a sham. So there goes my Toucannon, but the important thing was that I burned it. So I was thinking here, well, I should be able to have a prime opportunity to set up my Zapdos here because I'm running Weakness Policy, and I should be able to tank a burnt Ice Punch from this Pokemon. Electivire is powerful, but like, I'm a Zapdos at the end of the day. I have some good natural bulk on me. So Ice Punch does under half my health. I was like, oh wow, that still did a lot of damage, but thankfully that's going to activate my Weakness Policy. So that's going to be really good. I'm in a prime position to potentially sweep through their entire team at this point. So I'm going to go for the agility. I need to outspeed the last Pokemon that they have on that team because I'm running Modest, and I don't know like if they're running like they have a Golden Go, and that Pokemon could potentially be Choice Scarf. So I'm going to go for that Heat Wave and take out the Electivire. This Pokemon typically runs Motor Drive, so it would be immune to electric type moves. So that's why I didn't go for the Thunderbolt there. So in comes the Hydrapple. I was like, okay, well, I have Hurricane on this. I should be able to OHKO this Pokemon, but Hurricane misses. Oh my gosh, that's so terrible. But they go for the Fickle Beam. I lived the Fickle Beam, thankfully, but I was still in a bad position. Thankfully, I do land the next Hurricane and take out the Hydrapple. But the problem is, I'm on such a low amount of health, and they actually have Slitherwing in the back here with First Impression. I was like, yeah, they're definitely going for the First Impression. I'm going to swap out here because I don't want to get KO'd by that into my Fletchinder here for the regular Redbird. I had the Redbird, and then I had the big one. I had to include it. So like, I had to include Talonflame just because like it was such a good offensive Pokemon. The Slitherwing stays in versus me. I wasn't expecting. I definitely thought they would swap Golden Go here because I went for Tailwind instead of Hurricane. Oh my goodness, close combat takes me out in one hit. That's actually nuts. Well, I'm not running a Violet on this. I'm running Heavy Duty Boots. This was my emergency Defog Pokemon. I had Defog and Tailwind on that set, and I had Hurricane and U-Turn. That Pokemon, the whole idea of that Pokemon was to get off an emergency defog with Gale Wing because this team was so weak to Stealth Rock. So in comes the Golden Go. They actually preserved their Slitherwing. I'm like, dang. I'm going to go for that. This is a Choice Banded Hustle Squawk ability. That does so much damage to Golden Go. I was like, okay, It's looking like a 2-hit KO, but it's very, very close, especially after leftovers damage. So I really, really need this Squawkabilly to take out the Golden Go here with the Choice Banded Brave Bird. It's gonna be it's gonna be so close whether or not Golden Go actually gets taken out on this turn. So I'm gonna go for that Choice Banded Brave Bird, and oh, Golden Go just barely lives! I can't believe it! That leftovers pretty much saved it. It's like on 1 health or something, and now they're gonna make it ready to take out my Squawkabilly. Oh my god, there's just no way. This team is super cursed. I can't believe it. The thing is, right, I actually checked the calculations after this battle, and it turns out that that Brave Bird, if this was like max health Golden Go, which it more than likely was considering that I did half to it, I actually got the lowest possible damage roll, or like one of the low damage rolls instead of like a higher damage roll. That's actually insane. Like I could have taken this Pokemon out with a resistant Brave Bird and Hustle and Choice Band. It hits like a truck, and I'm also running Terra Normal on that. But unfortunately, the Slitherwing is just gonna come in and first impression me. Man, if only I Hurricaned this Pokemon with Fletchinder. I can't believe they stayed in. You know what? This team is cursed. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just glad I'm done with this team. I don't have to ever use it again. I don't have to deal with our Chaladon, like, electroshotting my entire team. Thank you so much for watching. My name is SkyLaaa. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you all next time.